thank you for coming to my website again. As I promised you some time ago, I'm taking you around our constituency and looking at some of the wonderful things that actually take place in our area. And I'm here today with a good friend of mine, Martin Goodhue, who actually works for Swale Council and has been instrumental in encouraging what we're doing today. And I'm going to ask Martin to have a few words about what we're trying to achieve here in Sheppey particularly, and in Blue Town in particular, which is where we are right at the moment. Martin, what are we trying to do here today?
Sheppey has got a great heritage, and what we're trying to do, not just the council but local organisations and the Heritage Centre here in Blue Town, is to promote the heritage and regenerate Sheppey. Make Sheppey a place that people should be proud of, a destination, somewhere people want to visit.
Because it's a matter of mixing the historic with the modern. I mean, here today, as you can see, we've got this is the old Dockyard wall here. Behind there used to be the historic Dockyard where they used to build ships and repair ships. Sadly, that's now closed down. That's been closed down for 50 years. But we've still got a very vibrant port community there. And here, where we're standing at the moment, is what is called Blue Town, which is a part. I mean, at one time this used to be all full of old pubs and places where people used to live. It's not that way at the moment, but we're trying to reinvigorate it. And what we're going to do in a moment, we're actually going to take you into the Blue Town Heritage Centre and actually see some of the past as well as some of the future. Martin, thank you very much.
That's all.
You're doing a good job, and I'm really impressed. Wherever I go, I see Martin Goodhue's face. Well done.
And don't forget, use
shop local. That's what we want here on Sheppey.
Pick up your shop local first card.
Absolutely right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, well, the idea of today's celebration is that as I explained earlier, we're celebrating the history of the Blue Town and the history of the Dockyard, and the whole of the theme is based on the decades from when the Dockyard has been in existence and subsequently when it closed down. And when it closed down in the 60s, and as you can see here is a montage has been put together by our local academy, Sheppey Academy, by the youngsters there, celebrating the 1960s and 1970s. And when you think that here on Sheppey we have some of the most deprived areas in the whole of the country, and the youngsters in those areas are often not deemed to be as good as other people, and it's not true. We have tapped into the talent we've got here on Sheppey in all of our areas, whether they are the more affluent areas or the more deprived areas. And this is the work that the youngsters have put together, and I'm really proud of them. Well, I hope you'll bear with me because I'm trying to talk over the local entertainment. We don't want to distract you from that, but I'm here with Heather Thomas-Pugh, who's a good friend of mine, who's actually running the Sheppey Women's Enterprise Network, and I want to ask Heather if she can talk and tell us a little bit about it, because once again it's all about trying to improve our local area and improve the lifestyle of our local people. Heather, what are you trying to achieve?
Well, what we're trying to achieve is trying to bring, as you say, the community together to raise awareness of the women's businesses that we have here on the island. There are a number of business networks, but women tend to feel that they need their own network. And we have started our own here in Blue Town. We have about 50 members, and any one time on a Thursday evening, the last Thursday of every month. Sorry, it's the first Thursday of every month. We hold our meeting at the Bluetown Heritage Centre, and we have presentations by some of our members, and we just network, enjoy ourselves, have a great time, and do things like this at the festival.
Okay, and tell me, Heather, why are you dressed as a 1950s princess?
I'm actually a 1940s businesswoman.
Oh, right. Well, it's nice to meet a 1940s businesswoman here on Sheppey.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
We will.
Okay.
Life on the hulks was tough, but the women folks, as they do, brightened up the place and made it their own. Even the walkways, passageways were given familiar street names, but because of the cramped conditions, disease, arguments and theft were rife. But the smell of cooking, the laughter of the children and the chattering of their parents rang out along
Prince Street!
Prince Street!
Prince Street! George Street!
George Street! George Street!
King Street!
King Street! King Street!
King Street!
Royal
Royal
Street!
Street!
Royal Street!
Queen Street!
Queen Street!
Such a town as many of them lived in could scarce be found again in England. In the dockyard adjacent to the fort lay 12 old men of war, each with small apartments, 40, 50 or 60 to a ship, with small chimneys and windows, and each containing a family. Once when I visited, I found in one there lived a man, his wife and 6 small children. Yet the ship was sweet and tolerably clean, sweeter than many ships I had been in.
Standard issue for prisoners should have been blankets, a bed and a pair of leg irons. But the blankets and the beds very rarely were ever forthcoming.
Blankets, bed and a pair of leg irons. Blankets, bed and a pair of leg irons. Blankets, bed and a